She wasn't doing well. Oprah Winfrey reveals Tina Turner told her she was ready to go during 2019 hospital stay. As the late music icon's true feelings about death are revealed in resurfaced 2013 interview. Tina Turner's longtime friend and talk show queen Oprah Winfrey has revealed the rock and roll legend was ready to go during a 2019 hospital visit as she reflected on the singer's legacy. The proud Mary superstar died aged 83 at her Swiss home, following a lengthy battle with an unknown illness. The news was announced on Wednesday. Oprah interrupted her Italian vacation to appear on CBS Mornings on Thursday with her friend, Gayle King, to share their memories of the late songstress. Despite knowing that Tina wasn't doing well, the pair said her death was still a blow. I certainly was aware that she was ill, but I had seen her in 2019 and gone to visit her in the hospital, and she had said to me then that she actually was ready to go, meaning ready to leave the planet, Oprah told the morning program. And I expected then that was going to be the last time that I saw her. Oprah also credited Tina's husband and German music producer Irwin Bach, who she described as the most extraordinary person I've ever known, for literally willing her to live. She's been through, one health crisis after another, she said, with Gayle adding, she just kept coming back. Oprah said despite Tina's multiple health battles, including back surgery in February, Irwin, 67, never gave up. The TV mogul said she had been a big fan of Tina and was lucky enough to call her a friend, with Gayle adding that the singer had a deep, deep affection for Oprah. It's incredible when you meet somebody that you've admired for a long time, and they not only live up to what you hope that they would be, but they surpass, exceed, and transcend. And that's what Tina was, Oprah said. Following the singer's death, the talk show queen shared a lengthy tribute to the late star, saying she started off as a fan of Tina's, before turning into a full-on groupie, following her from show to show around the country. Her idolizing of Tina eventually turned into real friendship, Oprah said. She is our forever goddess of rock and roll, who contained a magnitude of inner strength that grew throughout her life. She was a role model not only for me but for the world. She encouraged a part of me I didn't know existed, she added. Once she claimed her freedom from years of domestic abuse, her life became a clarion call for triumph. I'm grateful for her courage, for showing us what victory looks like wearing Manolos and a leather miniskirt. In an essay for Oprah Daily, the TV mogul spoke about the moment she found out about Tina's death from Gayle, after turning off her phone during her vacation, saying she was stunned into immediate tears. I had been expecting to hear this news 4 years ago in 2019, after visiting her at a hospital in Switzerland, where she told me she was ready to leave this earth, Oprah wrote. She said she had a full life and was tired. I'm always wary when someone who is ill says they're tired. It often means they are tired of the work and energy it takes to stay alive. I left the hospital thinking that would be my last time seeing her. I was on alert for a full year afterward, waiting to get the call from her devoted husband Irwin. Instead, there were calls with news of improvements, new treatments, therapies, doctors. There were setbacks and stabilization. I even received an invite to celebrate her 80th birthday, then her 82nd. She went on to say, becoming her friend was a blessing of a lifetime. Previously, the What's Love Got to Do with It star has been candidly open about her thoughts on death, and said she had done what I came here to do. Then aged 73, Tina told Oprah in a 2013 interview, even when it's time to leave and go to another planet, I'm excited about that, because I'm curious to know what it's about. Nobody can tell you because nobody has come back. I'm not excited to die, but I don't regret it when it's time for me. I've done what I came here to do. Now is pleasure. I've got great friends. I have a great man in my life. Now I have a great husband, and I'm happy. Tina was last seen in public in November 2019, attending the Broadway premiere of the musical about her life. She was pictured sitting in most photos from the event, and had help from Irwin and Oprah while walking the red carpet. One of Tina's last public photos was shared in March 2021, when she was pictured on social media, watching the premiere of her HBO documentary. 7 months later, the world got its final glimpse of the singer when she was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Nutbush City Limits singer did not travel to Cleveland, Ohio, for the ceremony, but recorded a video. She posted a photo of her receiving the award the following day on October 31st. While the specific cause of Tina's death has not been revealed, her health struggles have been well documented. She was diagnosed with hypertension in 1978. Saying she never understood she could do anything about it. With her condition left untreated, Tina suffered a stroke in 2009. She had another in 2013, just 3 weeks after she wed her partner of almost 30 years, Irwin. 3 years later in 2016, She was diagnosed with intestinal cancer. Doctors removed part of her intestine, but her kidney issues worsened. Tina suffered from unpleasant side effects from her hypertension treatment and stopped taking her medicines, trying homeopathic medicine instead. The results were devastating and led to kidney failure. Irwin donated one of his kidneys to her in 2017. Oprah shares the powerful impact Tina Turner had on her life. I am a better woman, a better human, because her life touched mine. I was just about to head to a gala dinner following a spectacular fashion show in Milan. This is me stretching my new knees and wings a bit after 322 days straight. Never leaving my yard during COVID. Trying new fun experiences. I had turned my phone off. Gail's phone was blowing up with messages and condolences for Tina Turner. I heard her say, "Oh no, Tina Turner is dead." The word stunned me into immediate tears. I had been expecting to hear this news 4 years ago in 2019, after visiting her at a hospital in Switzerland, where she told me she was ready to leave this earth. She said she had a full life and was tired. I'm always wary when someone who is ill says they're tired. It often means they are tired of the work and energy it takes to stay alive. I left the hospital thinking that would be my last time seeing her. I was on alert for a full year afterward, waiting to get the call from her devoted husband Irwin. Instead, there were calls with news of improvements. New treatments, therapies, doctors. There were setbacks and stabilization. I even received an invite to celebrate her 80th birthday, then her 82nd. I watched Irwin love her back to some facsimile of a life one that still had many complications. He never gave up. He gave everything to help her be well, including his own kidney, the best doctors, treatments, and therapies, constant care and attention, and so much love. It is the most magnificent love story I've ever witnessed, the definition of in sickness and in health. Tina Turner was my shero. She was a model for triumphant living. I started out as a fan, then was a full-on groupie, following her from show to show around the country, and then we eventually became friends. And I got to eat eggs with truffle for the first time at her breakfast table, laugh in her kitchen, attend her wedding to Irwin. I would have been fine remaining a Tina groupie, but becoming her friend was a blessing in my lifetime. She is our forever goddess of rock and roll, and was someone who contained a magnitude of inner strength that grew throughout her life. She was a role model not only for me but for the world. She encouraged a part of me I didn't know existed. I had the chance to join Tina on stage during her Wildest Dreams tour. I even wore a classic Tina-style wig, and was able to get a glimpse of her enchanted world. It was the most nervous I've ever been in life. Dancing on stage with her at a stadium in Los Angeles was the most fun I ever remember having while stepping out of my box. Tina lived out of the box and encouraged me and every other woman to do the same. After she claimed her freedom from years of domestic abuse, her life became a clarion call for triumph. I'm grateful for her courage and for showing us what victory looks like wearing Manolos and an Armani beaded miniskirt. She once shared with me that when her time came to leave this earth, she would not be afraid, but excited and curious, because she had learned how to live surrounded by her beloved husband Irwin and friends. I am a better woman, a better human, because her life touched mine. She was indeed simply the best. Oprah Winfrey pays tribute to Tina Turner in touching post with rare photos. That fourth photo is just stunning. On May 24th, Tina Turner died in her Switzerland home after experiencing a long illness, her publicist said in a statement. She was 83, and in the hours after the summer news broke, fans, friends, and fellow stars poured out their hearts in remembrance of the singer online. Oprah Winfrey was one of them. As a self-proclaimed Turner groupie, she was deeply impacted by her life and summed up their relationship beautifully in a touching tribute. I started out as a fan of Tina Turner, then a full-on groupie, following her from show to show around the country, and then, eventually, we became real friends. Winfrey captioned a carousel of photos that pictured herself and Turner laughing on stage, hugging, dancing, and toasting champagne. She is our forever goddess of rock and roll, who contained a magnitude of inner strength that grew throughout her life. She was a role model not only for me but for the world. She encouraged a part of me I didn't know existed. Winfrey continued, praising Turner's brave escape from an abusive marriage and the lifelong victory lap that followed. She also revealed that the What's Love Got to Do With It songstress was curious about death. She once shared with me that when her time came to leave this earth, she would not be afraid, but excited and curious, because she had learned how to live surrounded by her beloved husband, Irwin, and friends. Winfrey wrote, I am a better woman, a better human, because her life touched mine. She was indeed simply the best. In a follow-up post, Winfrey shared a video of her on stage with Turner during her Wildest Dreams tour. "I was so nervous that my knees were actually knocking together," she wrote. "Dancing on stage with her in Los Angeles was the most fun I ever remember having, stepping out of my box." As someone who was close to Turner, Winfrey's tribute was especially moving. But other stars' emotional posts show just how transformative Turner's career was for many. Martha Stewart, for example, shared a sweet candid of herself and Turner cuddled up in bed together. "Goddess performer, Wonder Woman. We will miss her so much," she wrote. Al Roker shared a photo from 2008 that pictured his family meeting Turner at Madison Square Garden. Kate Hudson shared some of her favorite vintage snapshots of the performer, writing, "My number one, my idol, my absolute favorite. I can't believe you're gone." Tracee Ellis Ross echoed Hudson with her photo tribute, writing, "There will never be another like Tina Turner. Indeed, there won't. Rest in peace, Tina."